This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Portland's gun violence problem continues, with a man now dead in Portland in a parking lot of an elementary school. We're going to talk about what we've learned in this case this morning. Plus, an Olympic homecoming. We're going to catch up with Gresham's Ryan Krauser as he returns with a gold medal. Good morning and thanks for being here, everybody. I'm Galen Etlin alongside Keely Chalmers for the very first time together in studio.
Ever.
I know, right? So when I'm out in the community, people are always saying, like, you and Keely get along so well. And I'm like, we've only met once in person before today.
We're like besties.
I know.
Over TV, right?
So good to have you here.
That's amazing how that works. Well, it's nice to be back. It feels like I never left. Actually, the studio looks exactly the same. And we have a nice day. We've got cool weather to start this Sunday off with. And then we're going to get plenty of sunshine as we head into the afternoon. Clouds out there right now, the remnants of a weak system that moved through last night and this morning, bringing us a little bit of a drizzle. And of course, we've got that cloud coverage overhead. 62 degrees right now here in the metro area. And here's how your Sunday is shaping up. We're going to be 68 by noon. We're going to start to see those clouds clear out. And then by this evening, we're going to reach a high in the mid to upper 70s. Very comfortable, and we'll see a good amount of sunshine. We do have more clouds moving in tomorrow morning, but another day of sunshine as we start the work week. We do have some hot weather in the forecast. We're talking triple digits once again. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a bit. Galen.
All right, Keely, thank you. See you in a few minutes. That big story here this morning. A man is dead from a shooting in an elementary school parking lot in southeast Portland. A security guard found the man dead early Saturday morning in the back parking lot of Gilbert Heights Elementary in southeast Holgate. Now, police say they found evidence of a shooting there. Portland has seen an historic rise in gun violence since last year, and the number of shootings has only increased this year, too. Now, we took an in-depth look at the gun violence issue in Portland earlier this summer, exploring reasons why it's happening to possible solutions. And you can watch that entire thing on KGW's YouTube page. Well, Oregon OSHA has fined a winery in Dundee after a worker died in a wine tank. The Statesman Journal reports that man was found dead at 12th and Maple Wine Co. in February. His job was to enter the bottom of the wine tank and pump out wine remnants. But nitrogen gas was also pumped into that tank, which killed the worker. OSHA investigated and cited the winery for 9 violations, which came out to more than $11,000 in fines. The winery says it plans to appeal and that it does have a program in place to ensure safety of employees.
We've had 9 days of really no fire growth.
Meanwhile, we do have some good news here from the front lines of the massive bootleg fire burning in southern Oregon. It has burned more than 645 square miles, but now that number is holding steady. The fire is 96% contained this morning, and crews are focused on putting out the hot spots and reinforcing the remaining perimeter, particularly to the north and east. Now, the fire has destroyed at least 161 homes, even though the firefighting outlook is improving. Now, the dry, hot weather ahead is an ongoing concern, too, with lots of dry fuels out there.
In this part of Oregon, there's been a drought for the last 2 years, and there's also been a low snow year over the winter in between those 2 years.
The Oregon National Guard is helping with those hot spots, along with crews from all over the U.S., including Puerto Rico. But as containment has improved, the number of crews on the bootleg fire has been cut in about half to 1,100 people.
Happy to be back, honored to represent USA and come back to Oregon.
That's local Olympian Ryan Krauser, who is now back from another gold-winning effort. The pride of Sam Barlow High School destroyed the competition in Tokyo. Now, this is actually his second gold medal for Krauser, who's from Gresham. And as Art Edwards tells us, winning gold was a little different for him this time around.
A low-key return to Oregon for one of the track and field stars of the Olympic Games. Ryan Krauser slowly made his way to the concourse at PDX, greeted by just a few family members after a long flight home from Tokyo.
Tokyo was definitely quite an experience. It was ups and downs, but I honored to compete and be able to have the opportunity to bring back gold for Team USA, and especially happy to be back at this point.
Krauser set an Olympic record in winning the gold. He came up just 2 3/4 inches short of the world record that he set at the Olympic trials in June at Hayward Field in Eugene. Krauser dedicated this Olympics to his grandfather Larry, who passed away the day before Krauser left for Tokyo. He accomplished what he set out to do, but he says it was different than it was 5 years ago in Rio.
So 5 years as a professional athlete, I think this one means more, also just more pressure and more expectations that I put on myself, knowing that I'm better now than I was in 2016. So I really wanted to showcase the hard work I put in, and I think it's when you know you can do it, it's more difficult. It's the easiest ones are the ones that you surprise yourself on.
Krauser says he's going to take a little bit of time to relax and then he'll get back to training. Right now, the Olympics in 2024 in Paris are still something he's thinking about. Art Edwards, KGW News.
The Olympics closing ceremony has wrapped up in Tokyo. Vancouver's Kara Winger served as the flag bearer for the United States. Winger placed 17th in the javelin earlier this week. The closing ceremonies were a bit different this year, too. Most athletes have already returned to their home countries since they were required to leave the Olympic Village within 48 hours of their final competition. You can watch the closing ceremony coming up tonight at 5 o'clock right here on KGW. A longtime summer event in Portland returns this morning. The Providence Bridge Pedal kicks off at 7 a.m. with some smaller races starting as late as 10:15. Thousands of cyclists will cross bridges of downtown Portland, so that obviously means bridges are going to be closed to cars for several hours this morning. And our Bryant Clerkley has more about the return of this ride that also helps a good cause.
It's a great way to celebrate the city, the bridges, the views you get up there, and this time I think it's a return to normalcy.
The 2021 Providence Bridge Pedal will be back Sunday. People of all ages can join the fun, and you don't have to be on a bike. There are long rides equaling 26 miles, a 13-mile ride over the downtown bridges, and a 3-mile kid-friendly route. There's also a 5-mile walk.
We will stretch from the Selwood Bridge down in the south end of town up through the Fremont Bridge. So eight bridges will be involved this year.
When I found out that the Bridge Pedal was donating money to Providence and it's coming to our program, like, that's huge.
DJ works with the Providence program called Better Outcomes Through Bridges. When patients are in the hospital with issues related to drug use, she offers a chance for change.
We get to build these relationships while they're in the hospital and build that trust factor.
DJ can identify with their struggles. She spent years as an addict on the streets and years in prison and knows the importance of the bridge ride continuing to create better outcomes.
It would just expand our program even more. Providence is doing amazing things out there, you know, and really connecting with the community. And that's why I am so proud to be able to work for them. Like, they gave me a chance.
Bryant Clerkley reporting for us there. Now, the longest ride, the Fremont Express, starts at 7 a.m. and it is too late to show up for that one. But if you want to do the main ride, which starts at 8, or the one of the ones that are shorter, you can still register in person at NATO and Taylor. And, of course, be sure to check out the Providence Bridge Pedal website for those exact starting times. We'll be right back.